Like the video and subscribe if you love Roblox. Hey yo, what is going on guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video, we are here back inside of Build-A-Boat once again, and today, we are going to be taking a look at all of the Halloween boss fights in Build-A-Boat for Treasure, and some of these could actually be taking a return to the game. There's so many cool rewards with these boss fights, some of the rarest items in the game as well. You have to see this, because these are some of the coolest boss fights that we've ever seen in Build-A-Boat for Treasure. Also, some of the coolest secrets as well, so stay tuned. Also, make sure to go ahead and like the video and subscribe, and also if you do want to get your name on the fan board, I had 2 subscribers to the board in every single video, and in this video I went ahead and I added Gamers Group GG and also Bloxy_1. So congratulations, you guys have made it to the board. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into all the Halloween boss fights, starting in at the first ever boss fight that got added to Build-A-Boat. Actually, this one's very creepy, I can't lie. This is probably one of the scariest boss fights the game's ever had, and it's very scary, and there's a huge secret that comes with it. You guys can see the skeleton boss quest was a limited time quest in Build-A-Boat for Treasure. It was significantly more difficult than the boss due to the fact that a very thick and dark fog rolls over when the quest begins. And well, you guys can see on the right hand side, this is what the boss fight actually looked like, and it was quite terrifying. Now, this boss fight was very interesting. It was completely dark when you were doing it, and you really couldn't see a thing. This was probably one of the hardest boss fights that we've ever had inside of Build-A-Boat for Treasure, and you guys can see that this like skeleton throws hands at you, and they do a significant amount of damage when it actually happens. And this thing was absolutely insane. We actually fought it with the mech right here, as you guys can see. Super awesome. But this boss fight was very difficult, but it did give some pretty awesome rewards. This boss fight is actually where I got one of the most rarest items in Build-A-Boat, the pumpkin block. This is definitely one of the most rare items inside of Build-A-Boat for Treasure, and I got it from doing this boss quest. But guys, there's something very cool and interesting we need to look at with this boss fight, because it very well could be returning to Build-A-Boat for Treasure. Yes, you guys heard that right. The first ever Halloween boss could be returning, because take a look at this really creepy secret that is kind of a secret, or an Easter egg, I should say. So you guys can notice how there's actually hands that got thrown at us, right? These hands were from the skeleton, and that's what, you know, does damage to you when you're in the boss fight. Now, inside of this Roblox game I'm in right now, it shows off a bunch of cool Build-A-Boat for Treasure items. Now, one thing in particular that I have to point out that actually connects with this boss fight is something very interesting. If you guys may actually remember, just a couple, you know, Halloween updates ago, we got these houses around the map. These houses, you could actually knock on the door and go trick-or-treating to them, and they would either give you free candy or something else would happen. A hand would actually grab you from the inside, and then it would make you oof. It's very creepy. Now, that hand right there is the same exact hand that was actually inside of the skeleton boss fight. Now, inside of this game right here, this isn't the actual hand. This is the right-looking house, but this isn't the real hand. I'm going to show you guys what the real hand looks like, and you tell me if it's the same from the skeleton boss fight. Well, this is the skeleton hand, and as you guys can see, it looks like the same one that is inside of the skeleton boss quest right here. Very interesting. You guys can see it's part of the boss fight. It's very interesting. Let me know down below if that's the same one. So is that actually hinting towards another skeleton boss quest? Do we actually defeat it inside the first ever Halloween update, or is it actually going to return to the game in some way, shape, or form? Because if that hand is still grabbing people out of those houses and pulling them inside and making them basically oof, okay, does that mean that it's still alive and we have to defeat it? You never know. We could see it inside the future. It would make sense, because obviously the skeleton boss is still alive, so you never know. There very well could be a new boss fight in Build-A-Boat with the skeleton boss. But that leads me to the next one, and that is the pumpkin boss fight inside of Build-A-Boat. This is one of the most interactive and fun boss fights in Build-A-Boat for Treasure I think we've ever had, and it was actually introduced to this pumpkin right here. If you guys do not actually know, we have a jack-o'-lantern item inside of our inventories. If I could ever find the thing, I scroll for hours. Where is it? Here it is right here, the jack-o'-lantern item. This is how you guys actually got this in the first place, and also the Halloween thruster as well. Super awesome items. But let's go ahead and take a look at the pumpkin boss fight that was added into the game. This pumpkin boss was super awesome. A little secret room actually opened up on Black Team by pulling a branch on a tree, and you guys can see there was a whole secret inside the back of the plot here that actually led you into a like garden or a pumpkin patch, you should actually say. And with this pumpkin patch, you could click on a pumpkin and become a pumpkin. Now, when you actually clicked on one of these things, it would actually push you into the ground, like literally fully into the ground, and then you'd fall into the pumpkin boss layer. Now, this was actually pitch black. You could not see a thing, and oh my gosh, my avatar just got flogged in this recording. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. But anyway, once you actually got pushed down into there, if you didn't glitch out like I did, you can see it was actually pitch black. Now, this is actually how the boss fight was supposed to be played, in the pitch black, just like this, but we actually got it to where we actually had the lights basically on when we fought the boss. But this boss was very, very difficult to fight, especially in the dark, so we had to glitch it out and we had to fight him, you know, with the lights on, because it was just so hard. Anyway, I believe this is when the hand cannon also got introduced into Build-A-Boat as well, but I could definitely be wrong about that. But we actually got the lights on and it was 10 times easier. You can see right here, we actually just went through a portal, grabbed the cannon, and you guys will see what this boss fight actually looks like. It's just a giant pumpkin, and that's literally it right here. He just came across the map. You'd actually have to shoot him with the hand cannon, and this is where you actually got some really awesome Halloween rewards. I believe we got the Halloween thruster from this one, and I don't know if we're ever gonna see that returning back to Build-A-Boat, but let's go ahead and see what I actually got as a reward. Alright, you guys can see right here, that was the last shot. You got 50 gold and 10 pumpkins. Okay, not the best reward, but hey, we got the Halloween pumpkins right there. It was pretty cool, and look at that, guys. It's the Halloween houses that I pointed out earlier that have the hand inside of it. Very, very interesting. And then this leads us into the boss fight that we've had for almost the past 3 years inside of Build-A-Boat. For the Halloween updates is this spider boss right here. We've had the spider boss, I believe, for 3 updates in a row for Build-A-Boat, so you never know. This year we might see a new boss, but hey, I think we might get the spider boss once again, because you know, what's another year, you know what I'm saying? But this boss right here actually gave you a ton of cool rewards. Okay, it all gave the boxing glove. The boxing glove was a really, really cool item, and also dragon harpoons. It also gave that as well, and also many different varieties of candy as well. And also, people are actually joining this boss fight right now and actually playing it. So like, people are glitching into it or hacking into lobbies, and then people are joining off of those lobbies and being able to actually play this boss fight before it even gets released. So if you guys did not actually know, this game got updated about 27 days ago, where this boss fight actually takes place, because it doesn't take place in the main game. It takes place in a separate game, and I noticed that the game actually got updated about 29 days ago, and it's very interesting because we joined it, nothing really changed, and we don't really know what it is. But yeah, guys, people are still joining this game. They're like joining into, like, you know, like servers full of people. That's how I got in recently. I just joined. I saw people were inside of it. I joined it. It was pretty interesting. But this boss fight hasn't really changed that much since it originally came out. I believe it's just a little bit different than what it was, but we haven't seen any major changes, so you never know. Do you guys think we're gonna get the spider boss once again inside this Halloween update? Go ahead and comment down below. But if you guys did enjoy the video, I want you all to leave a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe with that notification bell turned on, and I'll see you all inside of the next one. Have a great day as always. Peace out and goodbye.